Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out. It's so great to see hundreds of you turning out downtown rush hour during dinner time to enjoy our show. Like Corday said, the program is a combination of conversation and music. And there are two artists on the show. We're going to get to talk to them, get to know them on a personal basis. The show is about 59 minutes and 30 seconds long. If we get through this thing with no editing, and we normally do, this is show number 295. We've only edited this show about 18 times in the history of Woodsongs. A thing that's going to happen is once the show proper ends, it'll end right at 8 o'clock. Stay in your seats. You're going to help me do a radio commercial. You're going to help me do a TV commercial. The show is a live multi-camera webcast that's happening right now as we speak all over the world. It also airs on television in several cities. In July, the TV broadcast is going to go nationwide, so the crew is really practicing and working hard. But after the TV spot, please just continue to stay in your seats. Our artists are going to do a encore concert set for you guys in the theater, for you guys watching on our webcast. Our first artist, most of you are very familiar with them, from upstate New York. It's the first time that they're on our show. Please welcome Mo. So, guys, I see you brought your fan. That's nice. Our show's going to start. We're going to start taping in about 4 minutes. So when the show begins, be energetic, just like that. You're going to make this show sound good. Remember, as it goes around the world on radio, you're representing the hometown. So be enthusiastic, have a lot of fun, and our second artist has been on the show before. They've got a wonderful new double CD set called Ohio. Coincidentally enough, they are from Ohio. Please welcome Over the Rhine. Well, this is over. Rhine will be out in a little while. Just relax. We're going to start in about 3 minutes. It's incredible how long 3 minutes is, isn't it? Going to start in 2 minutes. For those of you here the first time, the way the show works is Mo's going to do a song, we're going to talk, they're going to do a second song. Then Karen's going to do a song, we're going to talk a little bit, she'll do her second song. That'll take us to the mid-break. Then after the mid-break, we're going to do the same thing in the second half hour. And so we get to have a lot of fun. You really get to know the person of the artist. This show is all volunteer run. The principle behind Woodsongs is to give a grassroots independent artist a worldwide stage of people who are going to want to know about their music. It's sort of a real big celebration of the independent spirit in the arts. And so thank you for helping make that possible. You guys. 40 seconds. Me and the Folk Boy Orchestra start the show off with a song. We're going to do Bob Dylan's Knocking on Heaven's Door. So if you guys want to sing the chorus with us, that would be just great. Just sing out nice and loud and let's have fun.
Here on the Louisiana Hayride. His name is Hank Williams, the drifting cowboy. 12.
Present Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the air.
On the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys.
Hi, this is Sean Colvin, and you're listening to the Woodsongs.
Hi, I'm Leo Kotke.
Hi, I'm Norman Blake.
Hello, this is Odetta.
Hi, this is Tom Paxton. And
Hi, folks. This is Sam Bush.
This is Joan Baez, and you're listening to the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
And now, it's time again for the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. Gather the family around and sit back on your front porch. It's a full hour of music, talk, and Americana news. It's folk music from an artist's point of view. And here's your host, folk singer, songwriter, and author, Michael Johnathon.
Mama, take this badge from me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mama, take these guns from me, 'cause I can't shoot them anymore. A long dark cloud over me. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Ben Soley on the cello, Tom Cavello, Hot Licks, Harshest End, Vocal Orchestra. Thank you so much for tuning in. All over the world, folks are locking on to the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. We celebrate grassroots and independent music on our show. We're here with a beautiful crowd and a gorgeous theater. We've got two wonderful artists. You don't have to be famous to be on Woodsongs. You just have to be good. And I promise you the two guest artists that we're going to introduce you to are definitely good. They're very passionate about the music that they do. They're very original, and they're worthy of an hour's worth of your attention. I'm going to introduce them to you right after this.
Radio Hour is presented in part by First Colony Coffee of Norfolk, Virginia, and their full line of certified natural flavored and organic coffee and teas. You can find First Colony Coffee at Target, Macy's, and specialty stores near you, or you can browse their full assortment of blended and flavored coffees, like the Ghirardelli chocolate coffees, online at firstcolonycoffee.com.
And by Singer Magazine and singermagazine.com. Singer Magazine features interviews with legendary artists, reviews of emerging artists, music industry news, and vocal training tips. A sample issue is available online at singermagazine.com.
Welcome to the beautiful historic Kentucky Theater. We're so glad to have you here. We're in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. This broadcast is heard on over 416 radio stations in 32 countries. It was built on the absolute love of music as a pure art form. Really, commerce has nothing to do with our being here today. We have an all-volunteer crew that puts this show together, and we have probably one of the most wonderful audiences in the world here to support artists that are here to introduce themselves to the biggest audience possible. And our first folks up is their original premiere appearance on our show. Grassroots alternative music. There's a lot of jam bands plugging their way around the United States. Folks like Leftover Salmon and Yonder Mountain String Band and so many others. Yeah, garnering a lot of fans out of the mainstream. Well, these guys that are on a stage are doing the same thing. From upstate New York, they got a great CD called Wormwood. The song is Okayalright. Please welcome Mo to the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
Drag my duster all the way to school, smoking joints in the parking lot. I think I heard it on NPR. They said Allie ain't going too far. We were friends, for goodness sake. innocence gone away. How I miss them good old days. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, alright. Okay, alright, 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 okay, alright.
From their album Wormwood, a song called Okay, Alright. It's Mo on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. Let's say hi to the guys. Rob, let's say hi to you first, bass player.
How you doing?
Oh, good. Tell me, you've got a what a 5-string bass there?
Yeah, it's
Acoustic bass.
yeah, it's 5-string acoustic, except the pickup on my big 5th string, my B string, isn't working, so you're only really hearing a 4-string bass right now.
Well, okay, we'll forgive that. Sounds good. Sounds good anyway. The 5 members of the band Mo. The name is MOE period, lowercase. Where's the name come from?
Oh, well, it's from the 5 Guys Named Mo, the Louis Jordan song. Chuck and I, basically, we're the only original members of a really bad band called 5 Guys Named Mo back in Buffalo.
Well, let's say hi to Chuck on guitar. And Chuck, you been with the group from the beginning. How did Mo get formed? You went from this really bad bar band into what?
Mediocre theater band, I guess.
There you go.
Rob and I were friends in college, and we were kind of like learning how to play guitar and just playing shows with a bunch of college friends, really. And it started out as covers. We started writing our own songs, and it kept going from there. Al joined the band, and we really started writing a lot of original material. And
It was much more fun than school.
More fun than school? Well, let's talk to Al. Al, of course, on the other end there, playing a guitar and mandolin. Al Schneer. The background of the band, I guess you started in the bars and clubs.
Sure.
And now you're doing like a lot of jam bands. I mean, you're finding a big audience all of a sudden. Must be a lot of fun.
It's great. We have the best job in the world. And I'm sure most folks who exist as independent musicians, artists, will attest to the fact that it's great that you can do the thing that you love that you have the most passion for and get away with it. Make a career out of it. Not the sort of thing that's necessarily encouraged in our public schools when you're a little kid. All your parents want you to grow up to be nice, respectable doctors and lawyers, but we've managed to get away with this, and it's just fantastic.
Well, and you are doing the independent thing. I think it's fair to point out that you were on a major label. You guys did the big label thing. Now you're doing the indie
we
thing.
did. Yeah.
So what's the difference between the two?
This is really good.
It's a lot of work, though, Chuck. I mean, it's a lot of work to put your own records out. And
It definitely is a lot of work, but we have complete creative control. We don't have the overhead and the money that a major label does, but you feel more like you're accomplishing something when you and your friends are doing it together, and and then you release it into this community of receptive fans. It's much better than I think. It's more enjoyable to do it like that,
Right.
to do it.
And we're not implying that record companies are bad. I mean, they help.
No, not
they help
at all.
a lot of.
Absolutely.
They're just not for everyone.
Right, and more, a lot of successful artists are. If they find if they're not going to be in the top 30 or something like that, they're leaving the major label scene so they can be the pure owner of their work.
Well, that's just it. We found that when we were on a major label, we weren't a number one priority. And with our record label, Fat Boy Records, certainly we're the number one priority. So things are a lot
or
different
at least in
for
the
us.
top two.
Yeah. So it helps. And as Chuck mentioned, we don't have the resources that they do. But it's nice because it's ours.
Well, one of your resources is great music. You've got a great audience. You got a great album out called Wormwood. We're going to go back into that album now. You're going to perform a tune called Not Coming Down. It's Mo on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
Can't get it right. Yeah, though it tries a might. Well, I can't see the light. I know I can't get it right. Yeah, not coming down. Oh, yeah, not coming down. Yeah, not coming down. Oh, yeah, not coming down. Out of my head. Yeah, shit ain't I got out of bed. Well, I'm better off dead. Yeah, I think I'm out of my head. Oh, yeah, not coming down. 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 Yeah, not coming down. Oh, yeah, I'm not coming down. Oh, yeah, I'm not coming down. Oh, yeah, I'm not coming down. yeah. I'm not coming down, down. Oh, yeah. I'm not coming down.
Song's Not Coming Down from the CD Wormwood. Wonderful grassroots alternative jam band, Moe, M-O-E, period. If you want to find out more about this wonderful group of guys, very friendly, passionate, and committed bunch of guys playing their music around the country, just go to our website, woodsongs.com, click on the general store. This is show number 295. We'll give you their contact address for their albums and their CDs, their T-shirts and stuff. They got a really fun website that you can explore, too. Our next artist, they've been with us before. They're friends of ours. They come from the great state of Ohio, and gee whiz, that's the name of their current project, Ohio. They are a very good team. I think you're going to enjoy the poetry of who they are, not just their songs. They're going to do the title cut of their 2-CD project. Again, it's called Ohio. Please welcome Over the Rhine to the Woodsongs Old Time Radio.
Hello, Ohio, the back road. I know Ohio, yeah, like the back of my hand. Hello, Ohio, where the river bends, and it's strange to see your story in my life. I've seen 1,000 dreams through the threshers all torn to pieces, and the land lay bare and someone turned prophet there, and a good son lost his life in a strip pit. Hello, Ohio, back roads. I know Ohio, yeah, like the back of my hand. Hello, Ohio, where the river bends, and it's strange to see your story end. When the sun went down, we would all leave town and light our fires in the Egypt bottom, and the reservoir was just as good for our journey, 'cause we knew it would. Dream out loud in the night air. Holly said, don't go inside the children's home. Mary said, don't leave your man alone. Valerie was singing to the radio in Ohio. It was summertime, 83. We were burning out at the rubber tree. Yeah, wondering what in the world would make this worthwhile. And if I knew then, oh, I was so much older then, would have seen regret to the last mile. Hello, Ohio, the back roads. I know Ohio, yeah, that's the back of my hand. Hello, Ohio. It's strange to see your story end. How I hate to see your story end. It's so sad to see your story end.
That was beautiful. Karen Berquist of Over the Rhine, Linford Detwiller sitting right next to you there, but he didn't do anything. He just gave you this chance to just play your piano to sing your song. That's a nice thing to do.
It's moral support.
Yes, it is. Well, tell me about the two-album project, Ohio. I thought it was fascinating that you guys recorded this analog in a world that is going digital crazy, recording everything to hard drive now. You guys did the tape thing.
Yeah, I like hiss. I like tape hiss. I do.
Can't hear it on the album.
Oh, that's too bad.
So,
yeah, we recorded with a fellow named Paul Mahern, who's really a good spirit, and a lot of the process was his idea, really. He wants to make the next record in 3 days, and I think we'll try that with him. You know.
So why all the rushing?
Exactly. Why all the rushing? Well, 3 days. I think that's a long time.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We started recording 2 projects, and it ended up being a double album because we couldn't separate the 2.
Is that a scary thing, though, to put out 2 albums when you used to just the 1 disc? I mean, that's a lot of music. That's a great listen. Mm-hmm. Long road trip. You put 2 of those things in there.
Yeah, it was a little self-indulgent, maybe, but I think our fans that have been with us for many, many years were very pleased, and when they're happy, we're happy.
Well, let's say hi to the other half of Over the Rhine. Linford, you're sitting here. Howdy. Why don't you give us briefly the story of Over the Rhine, where the name comes from, how long you've been together playing music?
Yeah, we've been going for over 10 years, and we borrowed the name of a neighborhood in Cincinnati, a beautiful old neighborhood called Over the Rhine. We lived down there for a while and kind of got our start there. So.
And how did you 2 meet?
Well, actually, Karen doesn't remember when we first met.
Real romantic moment, I gather. Yeah.
I saw her across the room at college and thought, there's a pretty face, and introduced myself, and she has no memory of it. So. But later we started making music together, and I don't know, we just sort of made it through that liberal arts college thing and found ourselves sort of hitchhiking in the same direction, and decided to, what the heck, start a band, see if we could get away with it.
Well, we're glad that you did. You done a good job. It's a beautiful, beautiful album project. We're going to get to more music with Over the Rhine. We got the jam band Mo is here. We've got another half an hour of music, so please stay right where you are. We've got a lot more conversation and songs. We're going to get to it right after the break.
You're listening to show number 295, presented in part by First Colony Coffee and Tea Company and hundreds of Woodsongs radio partners like Ann Tincher and Mark Cunningham.
Our website is woodsongs.com. By logging on, you can find information about starting your own local hometown chapter of the Woodsongs Coffee House. It's easy, fun, and very artistic. You can email us your address and we will send you a full-color brochure on how to start your very own local hometown Woodsongs Coffee House.
We'll be back in 60 seconds with Mo and Over the Rhine on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. Our show is supported in part by Oasis CD Manufacturing, helping independent artists worldwide with complete CD manufacturing packages that include full-color artwork, distribution, UPC barcodes, and more. More information is available online at oasiscd.com.
Would you like to contact our show? We love to hear from our listeners. Michael's email address is folkboy@woodsongs.com, or you can write to us the snail mail way. Ready for the address? It's the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour, P.O. Box 200, Lexington, Kentucky, 40588.
Hey folks, this is Bela Fleck, and you're listening to Michael Johnathon and Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
Thank you, Bela. Welcome back, everybody. We're broadcasting from the historic Kentucky Theater in our hometown, the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour, celebrating grassroots music. One of the things that we like to do this time is to fire up the Folk Boy Orchestra behind me. And what they like to do is get things ready for the Woodsongs mailbag. What we're going to do is let the audience speak for a couple minutes and dip into all the hundreds of letters we get every week, see what you guys are thinking. To do that, please welcome Corday Lee.
Thanks, Michael. This week we're going international yet again. This one's all the way from England. Dear Michael, I live in the northeast of England and just this week have learned of your wonderful Woodsongs radio show. I also discovered the archived videos of some of my favorite artists, such as Hem, Kate Campbell, Eric Bibb, and Tommy Emmanuel, which I've heard and looked at this past week. Do all recent shows become archived in this way? Keep up the great work. Best regards, Steve Sutherland from York, England.
All the way from York, England. Well, Steve, thank you. To answer his question, if you're enjoying the broadcast of Mo, and if you're enjoying the beautiful music of Over the Rhine, yes, you can go to woodsongs.com. It's a live webcast, but it usually gets posted online, and it doesn't cost anything to be able to watch or view the shows as they're broadcast on the internet. We really enjoy doing that. Corday, what else do you have?
Well, I've got this one. It's all the way from France. He says, hello, Michael. I'm writing from France. I'm a 55-year-old and a member of an association of do-I finger-style guitar players. I've been playing for 35 years now. I just discovered your wonderful website filled with all the music I love. Many thanks to you for sharing this music, and bravo to everyone in the Folk Boy Band and the Woodsongs crew. From Eve.
Eve, thank you. If you want to send me an email, I'd love to hear from you. My address is very simple. It's folkboy, Folkboy, at woodsongs.com. If you include your mailing address, we'll send you a gift too if we read your email on the air. And before we turn this part down as the band keeps on playing, I want to welcome a bunch of new listeners. Alabama Public Radio covers, I think, like almost half the state, and they're expanding their broadcast. We have new listeners now on Alabama Public Radio tuning in Huntsville, Decatur, and Madison, Alabama. Let's give them a big Woodsongs greeting. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Harsha. Over the Rhine is here with us, Karen and Linford. You put out the 2 CD set. That's a lot of music, and you guys are songwriters. It's not like you're covering a bunch of songs or anything. So that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
How long does it take to write a 2 CD album?
That's a very good question.
I don't know. We didn't really plan to make a double album. It kind of was an accident. We had a lot of songs, and most of them were recent acquisitions, but some of them were used. They'd been around for quite a while, but never ended up on a record.
In the dustbin. So how do you like them a few years later when you pull them out to see what this song sounds like? I mean,
Well, the ones that we did like made it on the record, and the
Now-
ones that we didn't was thrown away.
you performed this gorgeous ballad, Ohio. Was that one of the newer songs, or was that one of the ones that came resurrected out of your past?
It was the first song we recorded for the project, and I had recently written it, so it was new.
Well, let's go back into the album again. It's a 2 CD set. The album is called Ohio. This song is called Remind Us. It's Over the Rhine on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
I don't know where this is going. I'm taking a ride on a wing and a prayer. Follow me there. We'll both be surprised if we forget anything. Hopefully nobody will remind us. Can't bear the news in the evening. We're going to bed and we're going to war. All of this for anyone's guess. If we forget anything, heaven forbid someone will remind us. Sinners and saints, priests and kings, are we just using God for our own gain? What's in our name? Open your eyes. If we forget everything, there will be no one left to remind us. I don't know where this is going. I'm taking a ride on a wing and a prayer. Follow me there. We'll both be surprised. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Over the Rhine, it's a wonderful 2 CD set. If you want information on Over the Rhine and their tour schedule and stuff, we encourage you to go to woodsongs.com. Click on the general store. We will let you know their website, their record company address. Great ways of making this beautiful music part of your home music collection. They travel a lot. Some of them are family men. Some of them are just guys in a band. Please welcome Mo back to the stage. We didn't get to talk or introduce to two of the other members of the band, Vinny Amico on drums, Jimmy Laughlin on percussion. So, Rob, can you explain what you guys love to do? What are you trying to do for the audience when you're playing? Because I know Woodsongs is a bit constricted. We only have the hour. The songs have to be shorter than normal. So you're going to do your 12-minute instrumental epic in 3.5 minutes on our show. But on stage, for real, you guys just let it go.
Well, we try to create, like we go out there and we really are trying to, I don't know, to me it's like we're making an album every night, and it's sort of like hit or miss, we're going in with like, we have ideas of how we've played things in the past in jams and what people do, so that we can use those as cues, but we really just try to go out there and basically lose our minds and have everybody enjoy it.
Now, it's not an understatement at all when you say you're making an album every night. In a way you are, because you allow your fans to record you.
That's right.
Now, a lot of bands and artists, and especially record companies, are very territorial. And you're not allowed to do this, and you're not allowed to do that. You have a signed release for this, and you have to make a written agreement just to breathe in another direction sometimes. But you guys are just loose and fluid. So, I mean, tell me why, Al. Tell me why.
It makes perfectly good sense to us. On the one hand, it completely undermines any bootlegging industry. On the other hand, you're giving because the thing is, you're encouraging your fans to participate in the recording of the event and trade these for free. And with that available to them, nobody's going to pay $35 for an Italian import of that concert when they can get a better quality one from a friend. Right. And the other thing is, it built up a huge fan base for us. It helps to spread the word of mouth thing in a very grassroots way. The way we've kind of done everything. And it's, the thing is, we're playing a different show every night. Like Rob said, we're improvising all of the time. And, it's nice to have that out there and be available to everybody.
Keeps us honest, too.
Yeah.
Well, it's very true. Restrictions breed disobedience. I mean, if you let the audience have the freedom in their world that you have on stage, many bands, I mean, Grateful Dead is probably one of the best examples of let the audience go, and it just works for everybody in the end. So do you find that helps? I mean, you're a grassroots band. Does it help the popularity quotient? Because obviously, unless folks know who you are, they're not going to come to your shows.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for a lot of people, it starts off, as a filler on the end of somebody else's live show, and maybe that's how they get turned on to our band in the first place. I mentioned earlier, the first time we went out to the West Coast and played in San Francisco, we sold out the Great American Music Hall, which is like a 750-person venue, and it was all because kids were out there trading tapes for years before we ever showed up, and so they were really turned on to the band before we ever got there. It was just a great thing. It's a great sort of preemptive strike, and we kind of had nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? Like, the fans do it themselves.
Right.
Boy, were they disappointed.
See, that's a good example of when artists put the audience first.
Yeah.
Instead of their own selves and their pocketbooks. The audience will always reward them. Always. The CD is Wormwood. It's a great song called Shoot First. It's Mo on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
I am sweetness and light. I've got a love supreme. But if you drop down, I'll bring the hammer down. I will shoot out your lights and bury your dog. That's right, I'll bury your dog. I burn the coal for the end of the line. I smash the glass before I drink up the wine. I always shoot first and then ask for names. I do as I like if it's all just the same to you. There are 2 reasons to worry, 4 reasons to fret, 6 more in the corner making snide comments and placing bets. The blood begins to boil in a rising tide of red. A lethal hit that will split you with a bend. I burn the coal for the end of the line. I smash the glass before I drink up the wine. I always shoot first and then ask for names. I do as I like if it's all just the same to you. I smash the glass before I drink up the wine. I always shoot first and then ask for names. I do as I like, it's all just the same to me. I burn the coal for the end of the line. I smash the glass before I drink up the wine. I always shoot first and then ask for names. I do as I like, it's all just the same to you.
Thank you. Fun is fun, and these guys have fun. Moe, M-O-E period, small case. Let me just real quick, where'd the small case thing come from?
You know, that's really more of a question for either of these two because they've both claimed responsibility for it in the past, and neither of them have given in to each other yet.
The bottom.
What's the true story?
I don't know.
Well, I was just going to say the bottom line is, we did it because it looked cool on a flyer one day, way back in the day.
We don't even know. I mean, just we thought it may have looked cool. Really.
Well, yeah, that's about
now
it.
It's the bane of our existence.
Yeah. Early on when we were really working the bar scene, we were printing up our own flyers and plastering them all over telephone poles in Buffalo, and that was half the fun of being in the band, was getting to make the flyer.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, it just shows the careful planning that goes into making a band. Very good.
What the hell just happened?
Now we have to be called
Over the Rhine is here, and finally we're going to hear from Linford. You're sitting behind your keyboard, and this is very nice to let Karen. She took the first 2 songs, and you're finally here with us. I mean, you and Karen have a definite partnership in this musical venture of yours, and you work together really nice.
Oh, thank you. You only get to see us on stage.
But I get to imagine you off. So. All right.
I don't think that's how he meant that, but what the heck.
Hey, it's radio. They don't know for sure what we're talking about, right?
That's true. Keeps the mystery.
CD is Ohio. It's out. You used to do the independent thing, and and now you're doing the record label thing. Is it a relief not to have to do all that work?
Well,
did it change?
We still maintain a pretty close connection with our fans directly, with or without the label. But the biggest benefit of the label that we're on now is what they were able to do for us in Europe. It's hard to tack up your own flyers in Europe.
Yeah.
So that's been cool, and they too have afforded us a lot of freedom. Just to
Did I read right? They took the album without even hearing demos or anything.
It's true.
The name of the label again?
Back Porch. They're a subsidiary of Virgin Records.
Okay. I mean, we should give a record company a big hand every now and then.
I think so.
They did a very nice thing for you guys.
Yeah.
And it is, truthfully, it's very unusual for labels to work with an artist of any stature in that way. I mean, that's really a privilege that you guys have worked hard to earn. So what are you going to do with it? Gonna make another record with them?
We are going to make another record with them.
Matter of fact,
we're working on that now, actually, getting ready to go again. So here we go.
Well, I only have about 30 seconds, but I know that Linford, you're doing a solo album. So give me 30 seconds of something solo.
I've done a couple of solo piano records, and they're huge with nursing mothers.
Hey.
So
it's true.
Yeah, I found my niche. Too much.
I feel myself lactating.
We have the.
It works.
We have the advertising slogan: "Nursing mothers, loosen your blouses." So.
The CD is Ohio. Let's move right on. It's called "Long Lost Brother" over the Rhine on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
I thought that we'd be further along by now. I can't remember how I stumbled to this place. I loved you like a long lost brother on a bad day. Maybe you thought, why bother? I seldom seen so much anger in a face. I wanna do better. I wanna try harder. I wanna believe down to the letter. Jesus and Mary, can you carry us across this ocean into the arms of forgiveness? I don't mean to laugh out loud. I am trying to come clean, trying to shed my doubt. Or maybe I should just keep my big mouth shut. More often than not, when it comes to you, you want whatever's not in front of you. Deep down, I know this includes me too. I wanna do better. I wanna try harder. I wanna believe down to the letter. Jesus and Mary, can you carry us across this ocean forgiveness. So tell me your troubles, let your pain rain down. I know my job, I've been around. I am best in the mess. I'm a low-cost dumping ground. Trouble is I'm so exhausted. The plot you see, I think I have lost it. I need the grace to find what can't be found. I wanna do better. I wanna try harder. I wanna believe down to the letter. Jesus and Mary, can you carry us across this ocean into the arms of forgiveness? Jesus and Mary, come and carry us across this ocean into the arms of forgiveness. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Karen and Linford, Over the Rhine. It's a beautiful double CD set. It's called Ohio. It's our privilege to have them on stage. And wasn't it fun having Mo here? I mean, you know, what a great bunch of guys. Both of these artists deserve to find their audience. And it's very, very hard. Radio is becoming more and more constricted. Marketing is becoming more and more restricted. It's difficult to find the ability for an artist to reach out and introduce themselves to you. And really that's what Woodsongs is here for. We're mining the wonderful world of treasure that independent music, that passionate artists of all kinds, whether country or Celtic, old-timey, new singer-songwriters, it doesn't matter. This stage is for the freedom of art, the freedom of music to express itself in front of you, a very deserving and wonderful and adventurous audience. I hope you enjoyed yourself. My name is Michael Johnathon. I'm a folk singer and I'm a tree hugger, and we'll see you next week on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio. Good night.
You've been listening to show number 295, written and produced by folk singer Michael Johnathon. Thanks to First Colony Coffee and our family of Woodsongs partners for helping to underwrite this broadcast.
Our chief engineer is Kevin Darth Fader Johnson from Beacon Street Studios, on the web at beaconstreetonline.com. Technical assistants are Brian Clausey, Mike Bozo, and Jerome Galt. Thanks to our affiliates, including the Voice of America. Our affiliate liaison is Tammy Farley.
The Woodsongs crew is Colonel Glenn Wilson, Roy Stout, Connie Harrison, Larry Stewart, Rick Burleson, Eric Anderson, Eric Skaggs, Bob DiMattina, K.C. Campbell, Min King, Pamela P.J. Tyler, Sweet Marie Wilson, and Scott Getzinger.
The Woodsongs webcast is presented by Insight Communications, directed by Jim Piston. The website crew includes Lisa Sorg, Lil Schulman, Amy Nickel, Camilla Olson, Brett Donaldson, and Dwayne Verini. Our webcast is hosted by QX.net, design and management by Scott Clark at sitecreations.com.
Meals for the crew provided by Natasha's Cafe. Special thanks to Highbridge Springwater. Guest artists stay at the Holiday Inn North. Crossroads America's folk and bluegrass music right here in our hometown of Lexington, Kentucky.
This program is produced with the support of WUKY, University of Kentucky Public Radio. Woodsongs and the Woodsong symbol are registered trademarks of Rachel Aubrey Music. Thanks for listening. I'm Joe Conkright.
For Michael Johnathon and the entire Woodsongs crew, this is Corday Lee. We hope you will join us again next week on this same great radio station for the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.
You guys are a great audience. Thank you very much. We're going to... This show, again, airs in our hometown area on WUKY 91.3 Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. And we want to thank Joe Conkright for sitting in with us tonight. He did a good job. Thank you, buddy. Now, before Joe leaves the stage, what we're going to do is we had a little technical problem. We're going to re-record the sponsor credits, so it's only lasting 45 seconds. So just please stay in your seat, be real quiet, and we're going to get Joe and Corday to do that. In 5. You ready? In 5, 4, 3.
The Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour is presented in part by First Colony Coffee of Norfolk, Virginia, and their full line of certified natural flavored and organic coffee and teas. You can find First Colony Coffee at Target, Macy's, and specialty stores near you, or you can browse their full assortment of blended and flavored coffees, like the Ghirardelli chocolate coffees, online at firstcolonycoffee.com.
And by Singer Magazine and singermagazine.com. Singer Magazine features interviews with legendary artists, reviews of emerging artists, music industry news, and vocal training tips. A sample issue is available online at singermagazine.com.
Very good. Now, what we're going to do now is the radio spot and the TV spot, and then we're going to get on to encores, okay? So let's do the radio commercial first. This lasts 30 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read it off, and at the end I'm going to say on this week's broadcast of, and then you say it with me, Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. While you're applauding after that, the local hometown station is going to let their audience know the day and time that this broadcast airs in their community, okay? So let's go ahead and give it a try. Got to have it real quiet. In 5, 4, 3. Let's try it again. In 5, 4, 3. We really do need it quiet. Let's get it real quiet. Maybe we can close those outer doors, because that's what Kevin's hearing. Let's close the lobby doors so that the noise doesn't come in. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3. This is folk singer Michael Johnathon. I really hope you'll join us this week. We're going to visit with an alternative jam band. It's from New York. It's the yeah. It's from New York. Let's try it again. In 5, 4, 3. This is folk singer Michael Johnathon. I hope you'll join us this week. We're going to visit with alternative jam band Mo from New York. And from Cincinnati, it's folk duo Over the Rhine, all on this week's broadcast of the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. Very good. Now, can we get over the Rhine over here? Can you come over here for me? Just hang out with me for a second. Just come on over here, Karen. What we're going to do is a TV spot. You see the camera is going to be on you guys in the audience. You stand right over here. I'm using them instead of you guys because there's less of them.
You just didn't want to imagine Mo off the air.
No. It's that lactating thing.
I'm not touching that.
This radio show airs on TV in several communities already, thanks to Insight Communications, and this is the TV spot that they use to again promote the week preceding this particular broadcast. So we're gonna look right over there, and believe you have to get closer to me. There you go. All right. We'll just go over there.
It's the little things make him so happy.
That's right. In 5, 4, 3. Michael Johnathon here with Over the Rhine. Did you know that there's a worldwide radio show broadcasting from downtown Lexington every Monday night? You can find out more online at Woodsongs.com or tune in exclusively on Insight Communications. This week, joining me and Over the Rhine is a great band called Mo on this week's broadcast of the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. If you're interested in Over the Rhine CD, it's in stores everywhere. Mo did bring some T-shirts and stuff outside. If you would like to help make Woodsongs continue its broadcasting work here in our hometown of Lexington, one of the ways you can do that is by becoming a Woodsongs partner. It's not a big pitch. It's just that Woodsongs partners get to go to shows like this absolutely free of charge. And there's pamphlets and brochures out there that if you'd like, please take one home with you and consider becoming one of the true sponsors of this grassroots radio show as a Woodsongs partner. We're going to get Over the Rhine to do a couple songs for us, and we're going to get Mo, and you guys are going to do Nebraska for me on your encore set. Okay? Okay, yes. Huh? You are? Yes. Okay. They are going to do Nebraska for me. Okay, very good. Over the Rhine, everybody.
She wore it only on Sunday, kept it safe in a room, in a chest with a key. We found it anyway. Don't be bothered by the fears that'll only join us like the sky that blushes red tonight and makes the wind die down. Comes the trouble seem more out of duty than pleasure, but out of pleasure nonetheless. Your fire burns me like a favorite song, a song I should have known all day long. I feel you move like smoke in my eyes, and that is why don't be bothered by the fears that sing from my eyes. I carry on, ringing only on Sunday, on a roof down the street, smiling over the river. Ring for you, ring for me, finally forever. It's just I never thought that I could be this. Your fire burns me like a favorite song, a song I should have known all day long. I feel you move like smoke in my eyes, and that is why your fire burns me like a favorite song, a song I should have known all day long. I feel you move like smoke in my eyes, and that is why don't be bothered now, don't be bothered now, no. Yeah.
you. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. We did the Christmas tour, and then we've been off. We just adopted a Great Dane. So, yeah, that's a big deal. So we're going to record again soon, and we're going to pull out one, though, from the Christmas tour that we did. This is a Leonard Cohen song. Thank you. I heard that there's a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Her faith was strong, but she needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. And I've seen your flag on the marble arch. And love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. There was a time when you'd let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? Remember when I moved into you, and the holy love was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Over the Rhine, everybody. Give it to him. We do this every single Monday. If it's your first time here, we'd certainly love to have you come back. Next week, we've got Robert Lockwood Jr., who is a fantastic, rustic, original-style blues player. He claims to be the son of Robert Johnson. And he's going to be here with a sort of a Celtic band from Chicago called the Elders, and they'll be on the stage next week if you're into that. One of our volunteers, Roy Stout, is holding up a banjo that has been autographed by Over the Rhine and all the members of Mo. It's a Deering open-back banjo. Make sure you fill out that card. Give it to any crew member before you leave. And in a couple of weeks, we give away a banjo, an autographed banjo, every 4 weeks on Woodsongs. If you're in the audience when we give it away, you get extra prizes and stuff. So make sure you fill out a banjo card before you leave. Give it to any crew member. They'll take care of it for you. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate it. Gonna do Nebraska? Gonna do Nebraska?
Yeah.
All right. It's the first Mo song I ever heard was this one right here. It's Nebraska. Give it to Mo.
Soothing chunks of broken light and reality. Heaven and its ever come to me. Think about my friend, my ex, it's him. I rode so long, 1,000,000 miles or so. Too much for me, I got to go. My navigator's here. And they say it's not this time of year. They say it's not this time of year. They say it's not this time of year on Jupiter. Stop for the meteor. And Nebraska, so flat that I don't care. I'll never use this map. Have I made it clear? I don't know Jack, but I'll stay sincere. Oh, my navigator's here. Subi thick chunks of broken light in the Milky Way. You never know if they're burning bright. And they say it's nice this time of year. They say it's nice this time of year. They say it's nice this time of year in Anchorage, except for the polar bear. And Nebraska's so flat that I don't care. I'll never use this map. Have I made it clear? I don't know Jack, but I'll stay sincere. Oh, my navigator's here. Year on Jupiter, except for the mania. And Nebraska's so flat that I don't care. I'll never use this map, ever made it play. I don't know Jack, but I'll stay sincere. Oh, my navigator's here, and Nebraska's so flat that I don't care. I'll never use this map, have I made it clear? I don't know Jack, but I'll stay sincere. Oh, my navigator's head. Say it's nice this time of year on Jupiter.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Al's going to play Mando on this.
All right, this next song is a song that I wrote for my son Benjamin just before he was born, and he may still be up watching us on the internet right now, or not. If you're awake, hello. I'd like to say hi to my family. They're all watching us on a computer now, which is kind of interesting. They're watching this very rootsy acoustic show on their computer via broadband internet, just like the back porch.
Sometimes ghosts are real and life's hard. Live and learn to love. The difference between right and wrong might never be enough. It may seem like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do the things that come to you, and you'll always be true. So place turned all upside down. You just stick with me, kid, we'll turn it back around. They had so enjoy the ride to day by day. I'll be here with you along the way. And sometimes ghosts are real and life's hard. Live and learn to love. Difference between right and wrong might never be enough. It may seem like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do things that come to you, and you'll always be true. My blue-eyed son. Seems like this old place is too much room for you. Take a look around, kid, and just enjoy the view. You can be anything you want, do believe it's true. And just remember, I'll be here with you. And sometimes ghosts are real, life's hard, live and learn to love. Difference between right and wrong might never be enough. It may seem like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do the things that come to you, and you'll always be true. My blue-eyed son.
Sometimes ghosts are real and life's hard. Live and learn to love. The difference between right and wrong might never be enough. And then it seems like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do things that come to you, and you'll always be true. Sometimes ghosts are real and life's hard. Live and learn to love. The difference between right and wrong might never be enough. It may seem like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do things that come to you, and you'll always be true. And sometimes ghosts are real, life's hard, live and learn to love. Difference between right and wrong might never be enough. It may seem like life's a game, but no one knows the rules. Just do things that come to you, and you'll always be true. My blue-eyed son.
They're not done playing, but I just wanted to make sure. I want to make sure, because I got asked this like 15 times walking up the aisle. Yes, you can dance. It's okay.
What? So we can dance. I can't dance. I have no rhythm.
Now you can.
All right. Do you know the Wait? You know any of the lyrics from the Wait? You know any of the lyrics from the Wait?
The Wait. You know the song by the band, The Wait?
You want
to sing it with us?
Put you on spot. Now we usually kind of split it up. Do you want to do all of them, or you want to pick a verse or a couple verses, or what? Oh, you don't know the lyrics? Okay.
I'm here for the ride, man.
Nice. There you go. You got it? Yeah. This is good TV right here. My family, on the other hand, completely blew me off and won't return my calls. So.
Pulled into Nazareth, I was feeling about 10:30. I just need some place where I can lay my head. I said, Mister, can you help me where a man might find the bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me.
Picked up bags, went looking for a place to hide. That's when I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side. I said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. Said, well, I can't go, but my friends can stick around.
Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me.
Go down, Miss Moses. There's really nothing left to say. It's just old Luke
and Luke's waiting on Judgment Day. Say, my friend, what about young Annalie? Can you do me a favor, son? Can you stay and keep Annalie company? Take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. Hey, you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester, follow me. It got me in the fall. He said, I'll fix your rack if you take Jack my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, you know I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, feed him when you can. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me. Get your cannonball, take it on down the line. My bag is sinking low, I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Betty. You know she's the only one. Send me here with the regards for everyone. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, put the load right on me. Right on me. Put the load right on me.
Thanks a lot. This is a little song we wrote. We like to call this Inagata de Vida.
I want to thank you all for coming out. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for supporting the band, and thank you for supporting the show.
Came and went away. Left me while I'm wondering what I know. Like rain, you crept away. Left me high and dry down the road. When I'm waiting for the punchline, but I've been here for 7 days. price to pay, and I'm wiser, busted, dead and broke. Cause the way I feel today makes me wonder if life's really a joke. Well, I'm waiting for the punchline, but I've been here for 7 years. Yeah, I'm waiting for the punchline, but I've been here for 7 years. My mama told me about the likes of you. My daddy told me about the likes of you. My preacher told me about the likes of you. When I try to tell myself about the likes of you. How do the things I do and sleep at night? Cause the lines are clearly drawn. It's always you, you are always right. Well, I'm waiting for the punchline, but I've been here for 7 days. Yeah, I'm waiting for the punchline, but I've been here for 7 days. always hated wait line and played half-ass games. And if I waited, well, life was such crying shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I've always hated wait line and played half-ass game. And if I waited, well, life was a crying shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated, oh, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated, oh, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. With life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated, oh, I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. With life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame. I'm fascinated with life of shame. I'm fascinated with life of lies and shame.
Thank you all very much. Thank you to Michael, Over the Rhine, all the folks here at Woodsongs.
I got a spare room behind the barn for my Mack attack when I'm on the farm. You click it on, then you click around. See the cyber fun I found. Well, I'm a hayseed of the first degree. I'm a country boy from Tennessee. But on the screen I'm so debonair. I'm a cyber hunk with a full head of hair. And I'm looking online. You're in luck, I got a gigabyte drive and an old Ford truck. Lonely lady stuck in your house. I can change your world with a click of my mouse. We can ride around the planet as long as you can type. Lock the women up and bring your daughters inside, 'cause Cyber Bubba's alive.